This is Barack Obama versus the Black Hebrew Israelites by Vocab Malone. Vocab Malone is a street apologist. He has a YouTube channel, and he specializes in Black Hebrew Israelism. Black Hebrew Israelism, I guess you could call it, Hebrew Israelites. And he also talks about Islam and some other subject matter that relates to Christianity and apologetics. But some of us, our first experience with the Black Hebrew Israelites was with the mega kid, Nick Sandeman, and the kid that the media portrayed as a racist for taunting a Native American. Now, it turns out that wasn't the case, and it was pretty painfully obvious that all he was doing was standing there. But a lot of people don't realize that the initial conflict was between the mega kids at Catholic school who were protesting against abortion, and they were being taunted by the Black Hebrew Israelites, who were calling them incest babies and a lot of different names. You had a bunch of grown adults who were part of this group right here who were making fun of those kids. And then that Native American dude came up with this drum and started trying to get in the mix, and it created for a viral moment that painted that kid as a racist when that was indeed not the case. But enough about that. This is a book, it's kind of an intro 101 class on the Black Hebrew Israelites, how they got started, what are their main beliefs. And basically, the Black Hebrew Israelites is a movement where African Americans in the United States believe that they are the true Israelites, and that salvation is only for the true Israelites, and they believe that they are the Israelites, and they believe that white people are Edomites, descendants of Esau. And a lot of this doesn't really make sense because Jacob and Esau were twins, so obviously we should be the same color, and stuff. But I'm not going to go too deep into theology, but they believe that white people, along with Arabs and I think Chinese, will be subservient to the true Israelites, the black people of America, and I think Native Americans and Hispanics, and will either be us as Edomites will be subservient to them or condemned to hell. And there's a lot of really bizarre teachings and doctrine there. But basically this book is a one-on-one book. It introduces you to the movement and the beliefs and the history. And the reason why it's called Barack Obama versus the Black Hebrew Israelites is because it takes a scene from a movie called Barry. And by the way, the Black Hebrew Israelites don't believe that all black people are Israelites. They believe only the black people who were taken on the slave trade to America are Israelites. So someone who, let's just say, I know a guy named Abraham from Liberia who immigrated to the United States. They wouldn't consider him an Israelite. They wouldn't consider him one of their people. And so it's a very strange. But, only the people who are descendants of the slave trade are Israelites in the eyes of the Black Hebrew Israelites. And this is mostly focusing on the One Westers. There was different camps of Black Hebrew Israelites, and the One Westers are the more radical ones. Anyways, this is a pretty cool book if you want to learn about that. A lot of good information. If I can get to the page that I want to get to, at the end of each chapter, they have the chapter endnotes, and they'll go over some of the references, or I don't know the terminology because I'm pretty new to enjoying books. But basically, citations. Like here's a YouTube link that's typed out. This is a pretty modern book in the fact that it contains YouTube links in the text. It's sad that you can't click on it and go to that video, but if you want to take the time to type that out, you can go directly to the video that the author is referencing, and that's what I wanted to point out, that this thing is cited and has links and videos that you can go to reference the information that's in this book. Like this chapter was One West what is One West basic beliefs. Anyways, I just want to share that I really enjoyed this book. It's very bizarre religion. For example, Hillary Banks off Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I can't remember her name. Her father was apparently white, and she wouldn't be considered a Israelite. And they consider the Jews of Israel to be false Israelites. They're fake Jews. And they actually, some of them get pretty violent towards these fake Jews. It's sad. I had a bad argument with one of my African American friends who I knew in college, and she was radicalized. And I compared the Black Hebrew Israelites to the KKK because they believe in supremacy and slavery. These people believe in slavery. I'm not joking. And I said, I compare them because the belief systems are pretty similar. Very similar, in fact. And not identical, but similar. And she pulled the card out. Well, how many lives can you put at the feet of the Black Hebrew Israelites versus the KKK? And I was like, well, it's not a numbers game to me. If they both believe the same thing, and we can prevent from this ideology from spreading and getting worse, then we need to deal with that. And then shortly after that, that conversation with that woman, I saw videos on the internet about Black Hebrew Israelites shooting up kosher grocery stores and stuff. So it's just a very sad cult and ideology, and it's very worthwhile to learn about if you want to potentially minister to these people and hopefully have convince them to have a change of heart. So that's it. That's the review. I need to reread this book, and you can tell that I really like a book when I want to reread it. But I'm extremely dyslexic, so reading is a difficult job for me. I technically can read. I'm technically literate, but it is a strain to actually force myself to read a book, even if I'm interested in it. It's not a very easy thing for me to do, but I am actually interested in rereading this book along with a few others. But good book, good author. This guy has a YouTube channel. He's friends with What Do You Mean? John McCrae. He's a Christian apologist here on YouTube, and David Wood from Acts 17 Apologetics. Hello YouTube. I almost forgot to add this bit of doctrine to this video, but rewatching it and editing it slightly, I realized I mentioned David Wood, and this is interesting because some Black Hebrew Israelite groups or camps will claim that certain white people can be considered Black Hebrew Israelites because of the doctrine of the confused face. And basically this states that you can identify Black Hebrew Israelites who have cosmetically turned white over the years through breeding based on if they have certain skills like dancing or rapping, or in this case with David Wood, beatboxing. David Wood has a reputation of being able to beatbox, and there are certain camps that actually believe, he is this hue, he is white like me, and they believe that he used to be black. and that he is considered to be a black Hebrew Israelite. And I wanted to add that in there. And I also think it's funny because I used to beatbox. I'm not claiming to be good, so I might not be a black Hebrew Israelite in their eyes. But yes, this is a real thing that some of them believe, that even if though you appear to be white, you might actually be a black Hebrew Israelite. So I wanted to add that little bit of information. I think I've referenced David Wood in past videos, and Vocab Malone and John McCrae did a collaboration with David Wood and had a video series called Islamicize Me, where they did a number of skits, one for every day of Ramadan, where they tried to live according to the Quran. And that was very entertaining and educational as well. But this is not about that. I'm just saying that I really enjoy these three channels. And this is the first book I bought on the cult of the Black Hebrew Israelites. And there was not a whole lot of literature out on this subject matter. Anyways, I wanted to introduce you to this book. Again, don't be, for my conservative brothers and sisters, don't be intimidated by this. This isn't necessarily promoting Barack Obama. It's a framing device because of the movie Barry featured the Black Hebrew Israelites. And in the movie, Barack Obama has a small debate with a group of Black Hebrew Israelites. And this author uses that exchange as a framing device to share the beliefs of this group. So that's it. That's the video. It's this. By the way, this is the abridged pre-release of this book. By the way, there was Vocab Malone. He is he was a musician. He was a hip hop artist before he started writing books and doing stuff. And you can actually find his music on iTunes. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah, this is the abridged pre-release. He wrote this book, and he's using the money from this book, I believe, to further the research and to write the actual unabridged version of it. So this isn't the book in its completion. It's just a pre-release abridged version, and as of right now, it's not that thick, so it's not too intimidating. And keep in mind that for every chapter, there's a few pages of chapter endnotes, and then at the end, it has a kind of a bibliography or more citations. So yeah, a cool book for about a not so cool group, but very worth reading if you want to reach certain groups of people in urban environments, and to just get the awareness out there that these people are out there preaching hate, and they do need to have people who care enough about them to minister to them, and hopefully convince them that what they're doing is hateful. Which they are straight. The one Westerners will straight up admit that they are racist, and they have no problem with that. And that's the problem. They have no problem with being racist. So that's the book review. I hope you enjoyed this review, and at least I hope you buy this book and investigate this group. Educate yourself about it in case you're ever run into these people. You'll kind of know what they're all about, and you could better minister to them. So that's it. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.